Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. Yes, I made a big 10x points order. It is here. Let's talk about it. But before we get into this, you all know about the 21 Days of Beauty, right? You've heard it's coming. The official start date is August 27th, and I have decided we're gonna go ahead and do what we've usually done for years and years on this channel. We're going to talk about everything in the sale. And the only reason I'm saying this with a tone of surprise is that I admit I kind of thought about not doing it because, this channel's really gone in the direction of K-beauty, have you noticed? But I have decided we're still gonna do it, and I'm still going to tell you when I think something is better from K-beauty or when I think something is worth picking up at Ulta, because I do clearly still like a lot of Ulta products. It's just you know what it is? It's shocking how expensive products are at full price at Ulta and Sephora. When this order came in, I kid you not, I knew I spent about $300. My box came in, I opened it thinking, it's $300 worth of makeup and skincare. And as I was looking in the box, I was going, it looks like a $100 Yes Style haul. I had to open my Ulta app and look at where it says, you have $250 worth of points for me to go, okay, right. I remember why we did it this way. Now we just collectively have to hold on to that money because it feels sort of like it's free money in your Ulta app. But no, if you shopped this sale event the way I did, we spent money on that money. We gotta wisely spend the money that we spent money on. Yes. We gotta diamond hands it, right? Anyway, I'm overall really happy with my haul, so I'm gonna share my thoughts on everything I bought in today's video. Timestamps and links in the description box below. But let's do the repurchases first. So I did buy some products from Kopari. I tried to not go too ham with Kopari because if you saw my Kopari video, I really like to shop Kopari on Black Friday, get some of their kits, their cute little sets, and I don't need it yet, but I will need some more of my lip glossy, and I'm hoping they release one of those 3-packs. So I just kind of bought what I need for now. The coconut hydrating body wash, it just smells so nice. It's so fun to use. And then this is really something I bought for Ara. She won't stray from this. This is the KP Body Bumps Be Gone with 10% AHA. It's all she uses. I was telling her about how, there's other brands that have kind of similar products, and she goes, no, I only want the Kopari. She is so much more of a loyalist than I am. And like I said in my 10x video, this is a good time to pick up some of those brands that don't run a lot of good sales. So I did buy The Ordinary's Multi-Peptide HA Serum, pretty much my favorite product from The Ordinary. Not that I love the texture, but it's nice at night. I do love the ingredients and the formula, just not necessarily how it feels on my skin. It pills. It pills under makeup. Sometimes under other skincare as well, but who cares at nighttime, who cares? Yeah, sometimes those little bumps on my face of product, sometimes it gets on my pillowcase, but I wash my pillowcases all the time. It's just a good life plan. Anyway, I was sort of regretting this when this first came in, and you will see why when I get to another product in this video. But at the same time, I'm not upset about it in the end because I do like the ingredients. I do feel they give me a little more. I'll link my The Ordinary Peptides video if you want to know more about it. Yeah, it is my favorite product from The Ordinary. No, I do like the lash serum also. But I just didn't need that one yet. I also bought the Peach Slices Redness Relief Azelaic Acid Serum. I used this again and I realized how much I missed it. It's just such a nice texture, and it really contributes to, in my opinion, making the azelaic acid easier to use. I feel like the catch with 10% azelaic acid is we just don't have any research on this level. It's all at 15 to 20%, and so we don't know what to expect from this. And for me, it just took a really long time to understand the benefits of it, or at least to visually see them on my skin. For me, I really need to be very consistent with these products. We're talking about use them at least once a day. And in the beginning with azelaic acid, I had that predictable itchiness and dryness. And yet, because this one is a creamy formula, formula, I don't feel that I get those effects as much. You know, that's more of how that formulation plays into your own results. But yeah, I'll squeeze a little bit out. I'm not gonna squeeze out too much and waste it, but you see how it's a creamy texture versus something like the Costa Baja, which is a clear gel. And then I'm a broken record on the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Concealer, specifically in the shade Fair Neutral, so I restocked this as well. I almost restocked the Ulta Beauty Brow. If you saw my 10X event video, I talked about that, but then JOA ran a good sale, so I just bought it in JOA's sale instead. Let's do skincare and body care next. In fact, let's get the body care out of the way. I bought this Pacifica Glow Baby Brightening Body Wash, and I like the packaging. I like a pump, you know? It's just a little, for some reason it is a little faster. You know, because when you're in the shower, you just go ba-bam versus picking up a product and then squeeze. It's probably a 1 second difference. But I like a pump on my body wash. What can I say? Anyway, I like the pump. I actually don't love the body wash. I was thinking it would smell really good because a lot of Pacifica's products do smell good, but this, I mean, it says it has fragrance in it. It just doesn't, it smells like a forced citrus. Like if you told an orange, listen, orange, I need you to smell orangey right now, and the orange said, "Okay, I'm trying, I'm doing my best." It's just okay. I mean, it's a body wash, but it's just kind of a messy body wash. Why is this so funny to me? There is something about this situation at this moment that is just so funny. I don't know why. I figured it out. It's comedic relief at the fact that I kind of feel I wasted my money on this, but it's not worth returning. We need some comedic relief for that. As for the proper skincare, I did go ahead and buy the Peach Lily Copper Peptide Pro Firming Serum. Yeah, so I have already tried this, and I can't give an opinion on this at this point. I cannot give you an opinion on this until I'm at least halfway through this bottle, because that's the reality with peptides. It takes a long time to figure out if they're really doing something for you. But yeah, I decided to go for it because I realized I do really like the Perricone MD Cold Plasma collection, but that is even more expensive. So if this is nice, it's about half the price. No games of waiting for sales. But will it be more like the Ordinary's multi-peptide copper serum now, which I just didn't feel like that one was worth the extra money versus just the plain multi-peptide serum. I don't know. Anyway, this is why I was kind of upset with myself for also buying the Ordinary's, because there's no reason to use both in a routine. It's going to be one or the other. So if I love this, then I might regret buying the Ordinary's, but we'll see. Copper peptides, I feel like in spite of there being a good amount of research into them, I don't know if it's enough. And if you've never tried copper peptides, it's got to be difficult to know there are people swearing by it and other people saying, yeah, it made my skin worse. Which is it, right? But see, I think it comes down to skincare is personal, different people have different results, and that's why I do think we need even more research into copper peptides. Another recommendation was this one from Sasho, the We-Occlusive Intense Overnight Moisturizer. I had a bit of a flashback when I first opened this. I have bought from this brand before, and one of the products I bought was their lip balm. It looks just like this, except in a much smaller tube, and I did not like it. It was so gritty. Obviously, it's called We-Occlusive. The intent is to be a heavier, occlusive nighttime moisturizer, and it really was. The first use of this, amazing. But look at this. Do you see the grittiness in it? But just like the lip balm, what is with the grittiness in this brand? And what I don't understand is why the first time I used this, I loved it so much, and then the second night, that's when I noticed the grits. It also wasn't buffing into my skin very nicely at all. It's not now either. Do you see it's taken a while? So I don't know. I haven't formed my opinion yet on this, because what a strange situation to love a product one night and kind of have mixed feelings the second night. So I'll keep trying it, but it does feel occlusive. It definitely does, lock in all of your skincare steps. It's just the texture has me thrown off at the moment. I just said this was all full price, but I actually did buy one of the 30% off app exclusives. So I ordered the Peace Out Pores. And it's a little odd how it's packaged. You get an envelope in here that has one nose strip and one pore strip in it. The first night that I used these, I stuck the pore strip on, and then I put the nose strip on my nose, and then I put the pore strip down on my chin. And I was thinking, this is really easy to use. I kind of wish I'd gone back for more of these. And then morning arrived, and I woke up ready to pull these off, and you know that moment in your life where you realize you made a bad choice? That moment for me was when I started to take these off, because I realized we were about to go through some pain. Some pain, yes. Just like removing a Band-Aid. Exactly, with all the pain associated with removing a Band-Aid. These got stuck to my face. And I feel like I should say this might be a sensitive skin thing again, so, maybe a heads up. If you also have sensitive skin, I went and read the 1-star reviews, right? After I went through this, I went and read the 1-star reviews. So it's not just me, but it's also not exclusively those of us that had this experience. Some people had no issues removing these. Might be my dry skin. My dry skin might have made this a lot harder to take them off. But yeah, when I took them off, my skin was kind of red and angry, and I feel like I'm still kind of dealing with some upset skin from that. So maybe be careful if you have dry skin. If you have dry skin, you're probably not even really buying a lot of pore products, because we tend to not have enlarged pores. We tend to have, other issues instead. Anyway, ouch is my conclusion, and I'm glad I only bought one box. Let's finish up this haul with the makeup section. I want to start with the Natasha Denona Mini Starlit palette. First of all, I was kind of worried about the shipping, because I've heard that these little palettes break. So I will say I appreciate the way Ulta sent it. They sent it in the warehouse packaging. That worked. It did not arrive broken, but it did arrive looking, in my opinion at least, very different from the pictures on the website. I swear it looked pink online. That's why I'm wearing a pink wig and a shirt with pink in it, is because I thought we were going to make a pink look with this today, and instead it's like orange and purple. It's really peachy. I do like this shade a lot right here. What's this called? Per Se. It's kind of this gray purple color. I have it under my eyes. That one is really pretty, but I just feel like it's a lot more peach. And don't get me wrong, the quality is there. It's really nice. It's a nice size. If not everybody needs the giant sized palettes. I think these 5-shade palettes can be perfect for a lot of people. But it just doesn't look like it did online. And then I did buy one of her eyeliners. I bought one of the fun colors. This should be kind of I'm thinking a mustard color. I feel like there's a lot of good black and brown eyeliners out there. Rimmel, 100%. Really, really good, super affordable eyeliner. But when you get into these bright colors, that's where it gets kind of hard. Ooh, that looks nice. So I wanted to make sure I grabbed fun colors from Natasha Denona. I limited myself. I had a much bigger cart, but I was feeling guilty about spending even $300. Life is expensive, and I'm not rich. Life is expensive. So that's all I bought from Natasha for now. I also had this giant cart just full of Hourglass, and I had to ask myself what I was doing. Yes, I like diffused light. I use that all the time, but I'm not that big of an Hourglass person. I like diffused light, and I really fell for the new Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. But I went in store, there's a whole story in here where I went in store to pick up these on the pickup order, and I went over to the Hourglass section and just started swatching, and that's how I talked myself down. I feel like sometimes you go in store and you talk yourself into buying a bunch more, and sometimes you talk yourself out of things. All I bought from Hourglass in the end was the Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I like the packaging. I actually really like the packaging of this. I feel like you just kind of can shake it and get some powder down here, and then it's easy to dip your brush in. Here we go. If you use a small brush for under your eyes. Yeah, it's nice packaging. I cannot form an opinion on powder for a long time. Probably because, I have dry skin, so it's not about controlling oil, but rather for me, powders are about setting the makeup so it stays in place and not drying me out further. Let me talk about this pickup order that I did. I limited myself to just one pickup order, and originally what I was going to do is get 3 of these L'Oreal blushes. I also mentioned these in my 10x event video, and I kind of just talked myself into them. I mean, the colors look so fun. So originally I had a cart with 3 of these in it. It was buy 2, get 1 free. But I'm so glad I spent time watching makeup YouTube because I came across Jen Phelps' video about these. She swatched all of them on her skin, and she even says in her video that 10 Confident Pink looks like the coral shade on her skin. And that talked me down. That made me remove one of them. I took the coral out of my cart. So this is 10 Confident Pink, and I'm wearing it. And look, this is a cool toned wig, so you can see this is still, it's still a warm blush, so I think she's very much correct in that there's probably not a big difference in how the final blush looks, at least if you're not building it up too much. And that's one thing I want to say about these. These are really pigmented. So much so that if you need a tip for dialing back blush application, one thing I will do sometimes, and I did do it today, is I'll open up my loose powder, dip my brush into that, and then dip my brush into the blush. You're diffusing the blush on your brush before it even touches your skin. It can definitely help because, let me show you how pigmented these are. So they're very pigmented. But they are really pretty. The other color I picked up is 15 Legendary Berry, which I figured, again, with a light hand, I might be able to pull off this really pretty purple. But here's just a really pigmented. But that's nice because as long as you control your application, I would say these are the kind of blushes that can work on all skin tones. And that is not something I say all the time because a lot of these blushes are way too light to work for all skin tones. But because I talked myself out of 3 blushes, I had to talk myself into something else, and I decided on the bronzer. The bronzer from the same collection. I found Jessica Braun talking about this, and she said that it kind of feels almost like a foundation, like it has actual coverage to it. And I agree, but here's the thing. I love this bronzer. Do you understand how picky I am about bronzer? I pretty much only use the Haus Labs bronzer. And now this. And let me do some swatches. This is shade 250 Light. And yeah, you can actually see, can you see how nice it is? It's so light, but that's perfect for me. And again, they have it's a huge shade range of bronzer. It's not just light, medium, deep. It's a shade range of bronzer. All right, my friends, that's my 10x points haul. What did you get? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and if you want to see our 21 days of beauty videos. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next time.